Foreign scammers are ramping up efforts to defraud our unemployment systems. They've already made out with billions of dollars in just an 8-month period. That's according to the Department of Labor. Reporter Alicia Nieves shows us how these claims could affect you even if you're not unemployed and what everyone should look out for this month.
While millions of Americans have lost their job during this pandemic, Corey Hanza, a senior marketing director, is fortunate to have maintained his. However,
so back on December 23rd, I woke up and I got a very odd email from my HR department. And basically they said, we wanted to let you know that somebody has filed unemployment under your name.
Hanza pays for identity theft alerts and protections, and still someone was able to steal his information and file an unemployment claim in his name. And before he could figure out what to do,
they sent me a credit card already with a debit ability to get money. And I'm like, what are you doing?
Eventually, he learned the state of Colorado, where he lives, and almost every state now, has set up a page on its unemployment website with details about how to report this fraud.
I went through all those different steps, contacting my local police department, going on the IRS website.
There's no exact number of how many people have had their identities stolen by these recent scams, but the Department of Labor has identified this number. 36 billion. That's how much money has been illegally siphoned out of the unemployment system since the start of the pandemic through November.
There's a huge international fraud ring called Scattered Canary that's responsible for a lot of it.
Michelle Evermore is a senior researcher and analyst at the National Employment Law Project.
What is going to happen this month that is particularly terrifying to me is those people whose identities have been stolen will receive a 1099-G, that they should have to pay taxes on this money that somebody else took out in their name. And they may not have known that their identity was stolen.
It sounds scary, but don't panic if this happens to you.
These agencies are setting up communication pathways for people to communicate that their identity's been stolen because this is so prevalent.
Most people should be able to resolve the tax and identity issue within a few weeks.
I'm going through what I'm going to call a first world problem. But some other people are going through a lot worse.
Some, like Hanza, worry more about how these scammers are affecting those who actually have lost their jobs.
In the most recent relief bill, now every single state has to have another step of identity verification in order for people to get benefits. And as we know, any hurdle to benefits is going to disclude people.
At the very least, the requirement is meaning some have to wait longer for benefits they desperately need now. I'm Alicia Nieves reporting.